everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the Super Happy Friends server. Today's episode is going to be a little different. I'm not planning on editing this. I just want to get back on track and get some videos out here. And 3-day weekend, just gonna live it up, see how this goes, see what happens. So, I am in the basement of the concrete maker building, which here's the blast chamber. That's the storage unit down there. I have been doing a little bit of work on the outside here and there. It's starting to get a little bit pretty here. I got some holograms going around the edges, nice little crane on the roof. And one of the things that I have noticed recently is that this doesn't feel like a city. Like it's cool, but I really want that city vibe. I want that congested, very not claustrophobic, but just that feel of a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like there's just so much happening, and I looked at a lot of inspiration, and I figured out what I feel is missing, and that is those little human elements, those day-to-day requirements, basically. And what I want to do is actually start adding in a network of highways and roads, overpasses, underpasses, things like that. So I have actually started blocking one out in dirt, and it is going to come, I guess, end in the storage area here. I might actually make this, my current idea is to make this into like an underground garage, like maybe have like a big truck in here or something like that, because this is a factory basically where all the concrete is made. So then you have a truck in here that can kind of pull out in here. I might have to adjust this line a little bit, but that's for a later date. So here is the incline, and it is not spawn proof. That was a really bad shot. Come at me, bro. Alright. So it's going to be a smoother incline. It's a 3 deep that goes up in here, and then it's going to even out. And I want to take it over here to the small plant building for now, since that is open and up on this level. I'm thinking of possibly changing that building a bit too as we go along. And I do want some more roads to be coming around and curving through the complex, up and down, entrances and exits, just like normal roads in real life, and create, create a much different effect than what we have going on right now, which is much more structured. And as I've been building, I want to continue to improve myself and learn and grow. So this has already been a huge stretch for me, and I want to just keep getting better. So hopefully this won't suck. But this is a new project that I really wanted to kind of get started on here. That guy just won't go away, will he? And it's super late at night for me. Oh, not super late. It's late for me. It's 11 o'clock, and I'm just now hopping on here. But I just kind of wanted to build a little bit and bring you guys along for the ride. I have been making some updates and tweaks around the base. So in here, I finally have a single librarian who I can use to trade sugarcane with, just as another emerald trade. This building will eventually be for a bunch of librarians, but I do not have the patience for librarians, so someone else is going to be handling that for me. And I don't think I changed anything. Not sure why I walked in here, but I did also build a new super smelter. It's a little larger than the old one, and it's over here in the final location. So this one has it has 10 on each side, so there's 20 furnaces that run through here. And then they all come down to these chests here. I do want to make this a little bit better of a system so that there is a single fuel input, there's a single item input as well, but for now I just have to test it up. I literally finished this maybe half an hour ago. I want to run away because those are scaring me, and this is very weird, but I am the only person online. It is Memorial Day weekend, which means lots of people are having their social distancing events. So lots of burgers and hot dogs happening. I know this is a really cute story, but my mom loves family get-togethers. She loves all of the the prep, and she always puts way too much thought into things. It is borderline ridiculous, but as the holidays have been happening during this quarantine, she has gotten creative, and for Easter she did this, and she's also going to do it for Memorial Day. She makes a little care package, drops them off on each of our porches. I have an older brother and an older, and she just got to do it. So for Easter, she made the Easter dinner, and then it was basically just heat and go. She included instructions for everything, and even a fancy Easter tablecloth that we aren't completely sure why she sent that, but it was still really sweet. And then for Memorial Day, she's going to be doing stuff for us to grill burgers. So obviously you don't want a reheated burger, but we're gonna have a real good picnic, just me and my husband, and the cats will probably beg the whole time, but that's gonna be exciting. And so when she sends my dad to drop it off, and while he is over dropping things on the porch, I open up the front window with the screen in it and things like that, and we chatted and things like that, and I always say and things like that, it's too much, but we had a nice little chat, and I held up one of the cats so he could say hello. My dad loves my cats almost as much as I do. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that for Memorial Day, but I'm sure lots of people have some really great plans going on, and I hope everybody's staying safe out there. But right now I am just kind of checking up on around the base, making sure things are going. I actually will have to, well, I don't have to, but I'm going to be tearing down this old furnace array. You served us well. I'm gonna give you a little hug, maybe a little smooth. So I'm gonna actually tear this down because I want to move the bees over here, and then once this road comes through here, I'm gonna change the architecture a little bit. So maybe just some just like pretty buildings, or maybe a couple other farms. I'm not completely sure just yet, but I did want to move the bees out of here and over to there. So I am gonna have to remove that smelter, possibly the AFK fishing hut, since that's more just an early game situation. I haven't decided yet what I want to do there. And then I do have to figure out final solutions for the exotic plants. I definitely want to have something, but I'm not sure if I want to move them over there behind the cactuses, or if I want to leave them over here. I also would really, really love some sort of semi-auto or automatic tree farm. Haven't decided exactly how I want to go about doing that, but that could potentially go in that area as well. So for the roads, I showed you the one which is going to then go down under this building. I also want one that comes into this opening here and comes up and around. And then I have plans actually. Yeah, so that will come up over to here and meet up, and then I want to have one road kind of wrap around the back of this building, and then hey, there's a bunch of skeleton horses. Hi. So it'll come around this here. I want to have this one elevated and have an exit ramp kind of come down into this area to these different farms and things like that. And then it will come in and intersect on this side of that building there. And then I want to potentially change this up, make just a smidge more sense. With having the roadways in there, I love the aesthetic, but I might add just something that makes it a little more automotive. And then the roads are going to, of course, have the support system with pillars and underpasses and things like that, and then different goings on underneath there. I am taking a lot of inspiration from Elysium Fire's Cyberpunk City. I was looking around the map and just getting some ideas. Obviously, I'm not going to copy it because I'm not that talented, but I did see some really great ideas, and that's where I was really realizing that some roads would help. And then now that I am here and thinking about it, maybe what I'll do is actually curve this road, kind of fill in this space here instead of actually just butting up against that, and then curve around and just kind of make a whole circuit around here. But I'm not 100% sure just yet, and I ran out of dirt, so wasn't going to be building it right now anyway. And I do want to fill in the back of this. Now, I put in a very typical sugarcane farm here, but I recently worked on a version of Tango's new lossless for sugarcane farm with Jazzy and Cobb on the server. We have started, we went into business together. I'm going to take you out over here to show you some of our fun goings on. Started a rocket business. And see if I can make it barely. All right. So she is starting this retaining wall here that I no longer have the same jump that I usually did. Oh, Trader Llamas, hello. So in here we have Tango's sugarcane farm, which is phenomenal. We have we have 8 modules for that direction, and then they come down here, and it's been doing well for us. Oh my, it's been doing really well. Okay, I was gonna say I like quadrupled the storage here, so it shouldn't be overflowing just yet. And then in this gorgeous pillar, we actually built underneath the ground here is a creeper farm. And then the 3 of us did this fog effect, and Jazzy designed and built up these pillars, which, but super excited about that. Right now, we do not have a fancy storage system, but we have this. So this is cranking out some good gunpowder as well. And then we have been crafting and filling up the store, which I can super happy with how that store turned out. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I could show off something. I was commissioned by Jazzy, so this is her new base. She's going to be doing a cyberpunk themed base. her first base was a Mediterranean villa, which was a very, very stark contrast. But she asked me to come in here and decorate her storage area. So she had the actual sorter built out, and then I came in and did all of the interior aesthetics. So Jazzy is our landscaping expert on the server. She obviously loves plants and just, everything green and lush. So I wanted to make sure that this felt very, very her, while also, being in the cyberpunk aesthetic as it as she's building up. So we have the bubble elevator, and then we have the metal stairs that take you up to the third floor. Here is where she can store the non-stackables, and nice chandelier situation, a nice little seating area, a little jukebox. So she rock out some music, which I just realized I have my Minecraft sounds on very, very low. You can barely hear it, if you can hear it at all. But um oh, and also if you can hear it, I'm not sure if you can. We have a data pack that changes some of the music. So anyway, so yeah, this is the sugarcane farm and the sugar farm, which is doing very, very well. And I just did that interior job a couple days ago, so I'm excited about that. And while we're just exploring what I've done recently, as you can tell, I had no plan for this whatsoever, but I'm just kind of having fun. We recently had a huge community project, built a witch farm, and for the witch farm, we had the big dig, and then for one of our community days, we finished up blowing up a gigantic hole in the earth, basically. So then I decorated the interior of the witch farm here, and I wanted to make it a witch's hut type thing, but fancy. So we have our. Why is this door missing? Who took my door? Door's on. That's upsetting. There was a door here. So, brewing stations. I have cauldrons and brewing stands. So while you're here, you can actually start brewing up, because tons and tons of bottles and spider eyes, uh, glowstone, redstone, and powder. So you can AFK here, and we also have a nice, lovely porch. The floor is actually so it's cleared down to bedrock. All of the spaces were filled with water and then covered with black glass, which looks so neat. It's just gorgeous. And then we have the side walls, which are smooth stone but are being filled with silly pixel art. So we have a member of the server who has a Lorax skin, and another person made pixel art of him in a mankini, which I think is hilarious. And then over on this wall, we have the server logo, which is a little bumblebee, which I think is so cute. So those are being filled up like that, and then we will be filling up the other walls with just some fun artwork or graffiti, whatever you want to call it. So this is our little witch farm, and it actually does really, really well. So you up here, you can kind of see the witches kind of falling out down the glass tube and dying. We then have an automatic sorter system, and everything comes in downstairs in the shack. So you don't need an elytra to get to it. You can another portal, and then you have a cozy and safe place, AFK. Nice, great. So that's another recent project I worked on. Okay, I lied about the edit. I'm gonna edit that out. But anyway, so back at home, and you can see right here a large line of shulker boxes in different colors. Once a month, we have a community day on the server where we have one community area that is chosen, like the witch farm, which I was just talking about. And anybody who participates gets a token for a loot box. And, we put together loot boxes in different levels. So, jackpot, epic, rare, common, and fill them with things that are themed around whatever the project is. So when we did the witch farm, we had redstone and glowstone, and since it was also the big dig, we had pickaxes and shovels and things like that. So our upcoming one is actually the spawn area. So we have a few different things that are going to be available between building, demolition, digging, and cleanup, organization, all different types of tasks listed out that we're going to have people working on. So we're theming some of the boxes around those. So the jackpots are basically just going to be fancy things like enchanted elytra, beacons, shulkers. The epic boxes are going to be kind of for builders, so a lot of really great building blocks, a lot of the themed blocks from our spawn area. The rare boxes are going to be the boom boom boxes, is what I'm actually going to name them, which is demolition type stuff. So we have TNT, fire charges, and then I also have some fireworks and gunpowder and things like that. Also, Spawn has our iron farm, so every single box is going to have a stack of iron blocks. So I am working on building these up. All of the moderators on the server contribute, and we put these together, and then we have a loot box machine at the mall. Community events, and I actually think I have, so I have some, like, this is from May's. We had bottles of enchanting, emeralds, redstone. These were the leftovers. I always try to make more than we need, so we don't run out. I always worry about running out. So actually all the jackpots were gotten or picked up or whatever, so that's exciting. And yeah, so I'm actually going to call this an episode. I just wanted to touch base, go over some of the plans, show off my fancy dirt road, things like that. But as always, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.